All right, so hopefully this will just feel a little bit like review. I think we did this way back. I think it was chapter 2 or chapter 1. So problems are a little similar. So the first one, again, is to rewrite. Right, classic situation with an identity is to do some rewrites. So right now I have the cosine of 3 pi over 8. And so in terms of a cofunction identity, we know that this is the sine of 90 degrees minus theta. Right, but first of all, we're in radian mode. So this becomes a sine of pi over 2, and then theta is given, that's 3 pi over 8. So we're basically going to rewrite that as the sine of pi over 2 minus the angle that's given, 3 pi over 8. In terms of fraction work now, the denominator is 8, so this would become, we need to multiply both top and bottom by 4. So this becomes 4 pi over 8 minus 3 pi over 8, which is pi over 8. So the sine of pi over 8 is equal to the cosine of 3 pi over 8, because pi over 8 and 3 pi over 8 are complementary angles. So there you have it. Cotangent, well, again, using my cofunction identities, this is the tangent of pi over 2 minus my angle. I'll cut to the chase there. And again, we're basically doing some fraction work. Denominator is 10, so this would be the tangent. This is 5 pi over 10, and this is 2 pi over 10. So we get the tangent of 3 pi over 10. So that is equivalent to the cotangent of pi over 5. All right, so there's some fraction work with some radicals, with some radian degree angles. Okay, back to degree mode, the secant of 22, well, under the cofunction identities, right, that's the 90 minus 22. So this would be the cosecant, 90 minus 22, carry the 1, 68. So that's cosecant of 68 degrees. All right, so just using the cofunction identities to do a quick rewrite. In terms of the next part, again, similar problems. We got to find an angle theta or x that satisfies the following. And what we know, right, what do we know about sine and cosine? They're cofunctions. So that means that this angle here and this angle here, right, have to be complements. So 2 theta minus 7 degrees, right, plus 1/2 theta plus 5 degrees, if they're complements, they have to add up to 90 degrees. And so we got some fraction work here. If we wrote 2 over 2, this is 4 theta over 2 plus 1/2 theta. Negative 7 plus 5 is a minus 2, and that equals 90 degrees. So we end up with 5/2 theta minus 2 equals 90 degrees. If we add 2 to both sides, we get 5/2 theta equals 92. To continue to solve here, I'll multiply both sides by 2/5. And so we end up getting that theta, I think that's 184 over 5. And that's in degrees. So it's not a very nice fraction. 5 doesn't go into 184 real cleanly, but that is the angle that we get that satisfies the condition using the cofunction identity. All right, the next one we have a little bit of a problem because we have tangent of x plus cotangent of 2 pi over 7. But again, don't let the fact that there's just one angle throw us off. We know that these angles still have to be complements. So that's the only way that tangent is equal to cotangent under the cofunction identities. So that means the angle x plus the angle 2 pi over 7, has to equal 90 degrees. Well, in radian mode, that's pi over 2. And so to solve for x, I'll just basically subtract 2 pi over 7. So our x is pi over 2 minus 2 pi over 7. Of course, doing some fraction work, multiply by 7 over 7 and 2 over 2, we get 7 pi over 14 minus 5 pi over 14. And that gives us 3 pi over 14. So there would be our angle x in radian mode that satisfies that. So hopefully that's a little bit of review. Again, I forget exactly what section it was, but we've done these types of problems before. I think it was 2.1 or 2.2 if I'm not mistaken. We're just revisiting them, so hopefully the second round goes a little easier for some of you guys. But that also wraps up section 5.3, where we're talking about our new identities, right? We're talking about our cosine of a sum and a difference. There they are, and we basically went through, we did some evaluations with them. We did some simplifications, we found some exact values, and we proved some identities and did a lot of work. If you need help, please jump on Canvas and pose your questions, or come see me during an office hour, and we'll try to straighten you up. All right. Other than that, 5.3 is done, and we're going to move into 5.4 in some videos coming soon. Talk to you guys later.